afternoon everybody, and how are you? Welcome back. My name's Iris Smith and I'm from the Flower Patch, where I make beautiful wreaths, swags and home decor on centerpieces for your house. And I just want to, before I start, thank you everybody for your wonderful messages last night. It was really sweet of you all. Again, I can't tell you enough how much it really does mean to me. It's very touching, very touching. Today, I'm going to do something different, something for the home decor. And I'm going to do, it's what my husband had in his workshop. He doesn't use it anymore, he just placed it aside. I spotted it and I thought I could do something with it. And it's just a light and it works. I've checked it, it does work, and I thought I could attach some flowers to that. So I've put a piece of Oasis, well, two little pieces of Oasis on, or dried foam, and I have put some wreath wrap around it. I've also attached it with a cable tie to hold it in place, and I thought we could do something with this. And I thought, what a super idea. And when it's done, I'm going to put the light on, so stay tuned for that bit. So I'm not sure whether I want to put a bow on it. If I do, it will be in, because we're doing it in greens and whites, so it'll probably be a green and white. I haven't got any out yet, but again, if I do, stay tuned and we will do a bow later on. So let's first of all go through what we've got. Now, I thought let's get some carnations in. I've not been using my carnations for a little while, so I thought let's get some white carnations in. These are beautiful. They really are, guys. Very realistic. And I've fluffed them all up in advance, so I haven't got to do it as I'm working. Excuse me if I'm shaking, it's a bit cold again with a frost. Probably not like you guys in America. I've heard about that. Oh my goodness, some of you have got it really bad. So stay warm everybody. So I've got those. I've also got out some of my emerald green little roses. They are divine. They are really dark as well. I thought, oh, let's get a bit of green. You see, I'm in green. I always seem to wear the clothes that I'm going to do the colour scheme in. Don't know how that happens. And I've also just got out three. I've cut these off of main stem and put picks on. Two darker green and one lighter green of peonies as well. I thought we could also incorporate those. They may look more of a lime green to you. This one is more of a light ivory type, well, not ivory, limey green, but these are darker around the sides. I thought I could add a bit of, some people call it turquoise, but I thought they would go nice sat with the calla lilies, the bigger ones today, guys, along with the emerald green. And I have got my smaller calla lilies out just in case, but in white, so for the movement. Or if I don't use those, I've got our anthuriums out to use instead. So they're just the floral. Now the foliage, I've got out my new ficus, because it's dark and then it's got a light, just like the peonies, a limey green for the veins inside. So I thought that's perfect to go with what we're doing. I could have got the variegated one out, but I thought no, I don't want too much white. I have got these out as well. The green heather with the lime on, and I thought if I don't use those, I could use either just the green foliage there, what's beautiful as well, or the one with the white on. I'm not sure. I may incorporate bits of each. I don't know yet. I've got 3 dark big ferns that I want to incorporate to go along with the colour of the emerald green roses. But I've also at the same time got out the light coloured fern as well in the rubbery texture, because I thought a bit of a mixture with both of them. These dropped out of one of the buckets as I was sorting out little oddments, so I thought, oh well, we could use those as filler or something and place those in, or just have those sticking out as a different texture. Now I forgot what this is called, but I have got this. I'm not sure, it looks like seaweed to me, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. I just sat here looking, looked up, spotted it and thought, I may use a little bit of that. I don't know. We'll see, to hang down the side of the lamp. Now, at my side, I have got in my bucket some other bits in case I'd like to use those. I've got my seeds, which I adore. I've got my stem of my Boston fern. I thought we could use that. I've also got out one stem of this foliage as well, with it being really dark green as well, and having its little bits of like buds on the top also. I have got out these, it's all it says on the tag is green foliage. That's it. I'm not sure what it's from. I don't know if it's from roses or what, but I thought we may use bits of that as well for the longer stems or for filler. And I've also got out just a few of my philodendron leaves if I want a fuller leaf in it, just to add smaller ones but not too big. And I've also just cut off one piece of this if as well to hang down the side. And I've also, I'm not sure, my duck egg blue peonies, I don't know whether to incorporate those either, so I've just placed them in my bucket again in case. So that's what I've got aside if I change my mind. You know me, guys. So let's put all the floral to the bottom and have all the foliage near to me first. Doesn't that look different? I couldn't believe it. I spotted it and I said to my husband, oh, do you use that? He says, no, I haven't used it for a while. Oh, do you want it? He says, no, not really. I've got a different one in my workshop. And I said, oh, can I have it? I can put some flowers on that. He said, yeah, take it. I think he wants me to take it so it doesn't clog his room up. So I've taken it and we're going to do something with it. So guys, let's see about hanging something down the sides first. I just want to see. Let me just cut one piece off. Because I've got to be aware of the bulb because it gets hot. So that's the reason I haven't gone to the end with the dry foam and I haven't gone down to the bottom, because the heat goes across here and also rises. So I've got to be careful. So I don't know. I don't know. let's see. Let's just cut a few of these off. And see about our ficus. Just manipulate it and give it a few little bends and curves in it. Oh, I think that looks nice. I don't know about that. Let's just place that there a moment. Yes, I think that looks nice. So let's dip it in our glue. And we're going to place it just there. So, oh, let me just alter the camera, guys, because you may not be able to see. I forgot about that. So sorry. One moment. We need you to see. There we go. Sorry about that. How naughty of me. I'd like one to go across here as well. So I'm going to cut that one there. Again, taking into consideration of the bulb. And I'm just bending that because I'd like one to go. Also, I could bring it out here and get one there to come out there as well. I will be doing this side also. Just place that in the center. Just give it a little twist. And I want one around here as well. Like that. One on the opposite side. Then I'm going to put a smaller piece going down there. So we need to fill this also. Let me just get and bend it a little bit more towards the stand, and then I'm going to place one here. There as well. May push that one up a little bit more so it's not all the same. So that is how we've got it placed just around there. So let's try with our bigger fern. Yeah, we'll bring one down there as well. Let's get that little prong off. I'm going to pull two of the leaves off at the bottom. think we need one here. We could make this one slightly shorter. Like that. I need one around here, so I'm going to make this one shorter as well, just by pulling the leaves off around the bottom. They come off really easy. And then place one here. So we've got that, it looks like a forest. So that's how it looks at this moment in time. I'm going to place the ficus, that one there. Now I'm going to get a few. I've placed on picks. I don't think I need too many of these. Again, I'm going to put one there. One here as well. I'm going to do this one shorter in the stem. So I'd like to place that one around here. Again, I'm just manipulating it so it's got its own movement. Then a longer one here. I think one more maybe coming down the bottom. Go underneath. Like that. I just place that there as well for now. I've got these again, like I say, these 3 little pieces. I'll just add these in for a little bit of texture. I'm going to place them in here. Like that. And this would look lovely just sat, you know, somewhere really pretty in your house, on a table, on a shelf, you know, with the light on. It would look, you know, really effective in your bedroom, anything like that. Let's just see what one of these looks like. Again, just manipulate it. It's got its own movement. I need something here, but I've got to again be careful. I wonder if I could just chop that bit in two. And just place some little pieces underneath. So we're not going to be putting floral, or if I do, not much underneath, again because of the bulb. Oh, I put it in the wrong bin. Oh gosh. I don't know why I make these mistakes. I do have good night sleeps. I do sleep for around 7 to 8 hours a night. So I don't know how I can mess up. I really don't. Again, I'm just placing these. I'm not doing it randomly. I'm just basically putting them where I know when the floral comes into it, they will blend in with the floral. And again, you can cut up these into, you know, a couple of different pieces. So let's do just some smaller ones to have here underneath. Just for that bit of filler. And again, oops, I've just caught my leaf. Oh, I've done it again. Let's just wait for that to dry and then I'll peel it off. Let's just have a look around, see where I've caught it. Up there. There you go. So that's what we have at the moment, from the back to the side you were looking at it there, then from the front, and then again from this side. So I may incorporate some of these. Let's move some of these up. Again, for another different texture. Oh, that's got one missing. And then from that side, just bend it. It doesn't have to be bent in a particular way. Just bend it so it goes off in any direction, and to give it that contrast and that natural look. Because you go in your garden and things are bent everywhere in different ways. Now, let's place one there. So it's like that. I'll keep those aside a moment. There's a lot of floral greenery in there, and that gives it that lovely look. So let's see if I want to, where I'd like to place. Got a bit of fluff. Oh, I hope it's not my cat, because he's got a tendency for sleeping on my flowers in my bucket. He finds it comfortable. Now me personally, I don't think I would. So I'm going to place this one in here. So, oops, let's just bend it up. And just placed it in the back there. I'll hang on with those a moment. I want to get in the green roses more than anything. These are lovely. Got their own foliage. The foliage is push-ups. And these may be hidden in here, as you can see, with the colour. But I wanted it to be emerald green. I could have some coming out a bit longer. I'll place one here, so it's so the scene. Oh, I've just pulled it off. When isn't there a day, guys, that I don't do something wrong? There's always a day I do something wrong or misjudge. Right, glue that on so it can't come off anymore. I don't know. And again, I want to place that just sticking out from the sides. Around here. I don't want it too far in. I just want it to hang over at the side. And just slightly bend it upwards so it's like that. This cord gets in my way. There we go. That looks better. Away we go. Oh, it's on one bunch. Here's me trying to pull it out because I don't want to take the band off, the rubber band, and it's all on one bunch. It's attached. Oh gosh. I'd like one at the front. Gosh. Do you ever get moments like this, guys? It's all on its main stem. I want one in the centre and maybe one at the back. I'm only human. Oh, I've ordered some more rubber bands, guys. I've run out. I'm waiting for that delivery. Apparently it's, oh, it's coming between 1:15 and 4:15. Oh, that might be them. So to speak. One moment, guys. No, well, it was an order, guys, but it was for something else. my, it was for something for the house, my tumble dryer, the heating element's gone. So I've had to order a new one. I could have either paid the price of the gentleman that's coming to fit it Friday. He said he could get one for £50. I told him I've seen one for 30. He said he couldn't get one that cheap. And I've said, well, the one I've seen is brand new as well. So he said, well, get that yourself and then I'll just charge you for fitting. So I did. So it's worked out cheaper for me. I'm a bargain hunter, as I say. If I can find it cheaper or get it cheaper, guys, I will. So then now I've got one for the rose at the top, as you can see. So that's what we've got it like at the moment. It's like all forest green, and oh, isn't that beautiful? Green, it's my favourite colour. So I want to add in, so with the white, once the white's added, it'll bring it alive, guys. Let's see with the calla lilies. You see, they're also pretty. Let's get those in first. Now these have got rubber stems. Again, what I do with rubber stems, I clip, well, let's see how long I want them first. Yeah. I will clip the rubber with my clippers or cutters. I don't clip the wire. You can feel the wire inside. Twist it. Oh gosh, yeah, I forget that at the bottom they've glued it. So I just chop that off. Twist it, and then you've got the wire inside the rubber stem showing. So then that is what will go in the glue. Because again, if you're new to my channel, several times, I don't know if it happens to yourself, but it's happened to me a few times, where I've dipped the rubber in, because the glue is so hot, it starts to melt the rubber, and then when it comes to placing it in your dry foam, then the rubber melts and pushes up and gathers, and when you push it in, it doesn't go in your dry foam, it gathers at the top, and it looks quite messy. To me, anyway. People may have their own preference. This is just what I've experienced. So I don't use the rubber. I may want to just cut it slightly a little bit more, just so I've got more of a stem to go in the foam. There we go. And I want to place one at the back here, just leaning over, because I find that the calla lilies, because they've got that point, they're like a trumpet shape, and I think that point looks lovely as it leans over and the point is at the bottom. So we'll do this again. At the bottom, the company, they glue it at the bottom so nothing falls out. So I'll just take that bottom piece off, because then I can't pull the rubber off otherwise. And then I will cut again around the rubber, just avoiding the wire inside, twist it and pull it off. I'd like one around here. Like that. Doesn't that look pretty? Again, the same. And I do want one underneath, oh gosh, I nearly tippled it over, at the bottom, on top of the fern, but at the bottom. So let's just get these at the top in. Yes, I was talking about rubber bands, guys. I've run out of rubber bands with all, you know, wrapping all my flowers around. So I went online last night. I asked my son if they do some at his workplace, and he said no. So I've ordered some off Amazon, and they're coming today, and I think I've ordered 1,000 or just over. It's got, I need it. I keep telling my husband I need it because the amount that I use. So, right, let's just lift up, place one there. So it's at the bottom, so you see it as well. And then I want a smaller one. I may have one in the centre actually, or all around there. So I want to snip that as well. I found something else in my house, guys, that I want to do a project on. My husband said we'll never have anything left by the time I finish. But it's just sat there as an ornamental thing. I thought I could make a bouquet out of it. I'll show you at the end. So that is with our turquoise calla lilies added in as a bit of colour. So I think I may put just one of those peonies down there just to cover that space. Because there is a lot of space here. I'm going to put it in quite far so it doesn't get near the bulb or anything like that. So it covers it like that, guys. I can't wait to switch the light on. It's getting all exciting. I may place one peony there as well. I don't want to hide those, so, or I may place it there. Yeah, let's place it there. I have got some turquoise coloured sunflowers. Now, I didn't want to add too much turquoise, so I just wanted a hint of it, but they are very big. The heads on them are, well, I don't know how big the heads are. Now I'm wondering, so let me check what they are. I do have those, and they are huge. 7-inch. The heads are 7-inch in diameter, so they would look really big and top heavy. So I wouldn't be able to use those. So I went for the calla lilies, being slightly more subtle. Right, if I cut that prong off, I've got one of these left. I'm going to place that just as filler in the top. Like that. Right. For some reason, guys, as much as I've got the bigger calla lilies in, when I put the anthuriums against the calla lilies, and then the calla lilies against the big calla lilies, these smaller calla lilies are jumping out to me. These, but they are in orange on the centre, are basically saying no. I'm doubting them, so let's get some of now. We'll use those calla lilies. So it's like an arrangement full of calla lilies, basically. And we're going to now place in some of our white carnations to bring it alive. We've got some buds on some of them as well, so I may cut it down there and use the odd bud to place in. Somebody asked me where I got my clippers from. I did, my son got them for my birthday, but they are expensive ones. I always state, if you go for cheaper ones, you will be replacing them quite often, because they're not as good as slightly a bit more expensive. You'll get more wear out of them, and these will last me a long time. So these are quite expensive, I think, and you can get them from B&Q as well, places like that, or any hardware store that sells clippers, or electrical stores, as long as, you know, again, the more you go for the cheap ones, the more you'll keep replacing them, because they won't last as long, and then you'll end up spending more in the long run. So hence the reason. I mean, my other ones I've still got, they lasted me years, and they were expensive, but I went for slightly more expensive ones when my son got them me for Christmas, and these are fabulous, absolutely fabulous. They cut through anything. So you know, that's just my personal preference, guys. I've had cheaper ones before, especially when I first started out, and I was replacing them all the time, you know, and I just thought, gosh, and you know, and electricians use these, do they? You know, gosh, they're rubbish. But it wasn't that. It was a case of I went for cheap ones. So I'm not saying you've got to go out there and spend, you know, hundreds of pounds on them, or hundreds of dollars, or anything like that. You can buy expensive ones, perhaps, you know, well, I know in the UK you can get them for a really good pair, anything between £30 and upwards, or £25 and upwards. In America it may be $30 and upwards, I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but you know, instead of paying something like £5 for a pair, or $5 for a pair, you know, they won't be as good, and you won't get the lifespan out of them. You'll be forever replacing them. So yeah, I tend to go for some more expensive ones. I did say to my son at Christmas if he'd buy me some, but I'd like some what are really good, you know, not cheap. I shown him the price and he says they was okay, and then I changed my mind and went for a jacket instead, and I didn't know, but he bought me them anyway, the clippers, bless him. So let's just, I'm just placing in our carnations to bring it alive. I'm placing them around in and around, and again I like them to be up here as well. We need light up here, and bend those over. Just checking, guys. I think I need a bit of white somewhere down here. These are very realistic. They're unbelievable. Right, I need something under the peony. Oh gosh, I keep knocking it. Where can I hold? It's because it's stuck on the cord. I think we may need some more floral, so we may have to place these in. Do I place those in? We'll see. I'm not going to put another one of those in. I'm going to put in our calla lilies as well for that movement. Now these are some of my oddments. I've got a flower on there. I cut off a main stem. And you can move these leaves around so the flowers are positioned downwards if that's how you'd like them to be placed. Just so it's like that, a bit of movement inside. I like the odd one at the top as well. Leaning slightly over. Place one on this side also. Like that. So it's like that from the front. There's no flower on this, so I'm just going to use it as bit of grass effect. So I'm just going to U-bend the top of the pick to hold it in place and just squeeze it together. I always say don't waste anything, guys. If you can, it doesn't mean to say that there's a flower missing that you can't use it. Oh, use it. So, do I, before I decide to put any of those florals in, I don't think I'm going to put the philodendron in. It's too big. I'm going to get bits out. my bits that I've had in my bucket. Let's get those out to see as well. So I've used those. I'm not going to use those. May use those. I'm not going to use those. Gosh, it's great having a bucket at the side of me. Never use those. Again, I don't think I'm going to place a bow. I don't think one's needed. Right. Now I do cut pot pieces down when I get them on fresh stems. Just in advance when I get them, I cut little pieces off so it saves a bit of time when it comes to preparation. And then I leave some long, some short, some medium length. But enough of each so I've got plenty to use. See, I've got the small that I cut down, the medium, and then I've got the long. So I do it in different stages. So we're going to place one here. Again, I'm not making it right flat to the surface. I want it to be seen. Let's place one there. And this is just basically, I'm adding a little bit of different texture. I'm holding it, guys, because the cord keeps catching underneath and making it wobble like that. I could let go and work, but I'm just going to hold it. Makes it easier. And again, I'm just dotting these around. I may have one more underneath that calla lily. So I've got a lot of seed around it just to give it that little bit of different texture. Put this back now. I don't think I'll use those, they're a bit too much. Maybe I'm gonna use some of these because I don't want to add much more to it, because I've got to again bear in mind. So I may use these as filler as well, and go and use it in the depth of it to cover the foam. And with them being slightly bigger leaf as well, they will cover up, just like the Salal, they will cover up quite a bit. Cut several down. I'm just going around, placing them where I can see the odd gaps. Let me get another one. So that's there. Again, by using bigger leaves than your tinier leaves for filler, I mean you can use a mixture, but the bigger leaves like these and the salal cover up a lot more, guys, and it saves you putting lots and lots of filler foliage in. Oops, gosh, I'm not holding it correctly. Yeah, it saves a lot of money, especially if you're just new and starting out doing this as maybe a hobby. By putting bigger, wider, fuller leaves in, it covers up a lot of your foam. And that's looking really quite full. I want to go underneath, so I can see some there. Yeah, there's some there. I should have got my turntable out. As you can see, by just adding these fuller leaves, it's taking up a lot more of the foam and hiding it and making it, give it a bit of volume. Even though you've placed it in, you know, as depth, it's still adding volume to your arrangement. Now I need something there. Let me just see with one of these pieces, guys. Just a bit of white. Something's telling me yes. Let's just see with the floral. And something's telling me yes with that as well. So I may use a little bit of both. I don't think I'm going to use that now. No. So I'll place that there for now in case I need a little bit more. I'm going to place some of these in. Just hold on, I'll just place 5 in for now. So 5 of each. So if I place that one in with that one, again, just manipulate it so it's got a little bit of a bend on the stem instead of it just being basically like that straight. I tend to just, if I just put a little bit of a curve on it instead. That, like that, and then I'm going to place one of these in. So everywhere where I'm placing a peony, it's like a well, they say duckhead blue, but it's got, you can see green in it. So everywhere where I'm placing a peony, I'm putting some of the white foliage as well. It looks more like I don't know, maybe a stilby, miniature stilby, who knows. The still, you know, when they've got it like this and they say stilby, I've noticed some of these stilby looks like lavender in artificial flowers. I don't know if you get the same thing, guys. I'm just pre-manipulating these, just giving them a little bend before I place them in. So I think I'm going to need one here as well. What you can do with things, guys, in your house, or if your husband's got his own workshop or on the garden and he no longer uses things like this, what you can do to make it look pretty again, so it doesn't look plain anymore. I think I need some here. Could take that off and place that on its own. I've ordered quite a lot of little spring flowers as well. They're going to be arriving soon. I've got some, but I want more of a variety, so I've ordered different ones. I think my husband's getting fed up of hearing a knock on the door. It's never anything for him. It's always got my name on it. I'll place that there. Oh, the cords under it again. I think I want one there. Yeah. Fill that area up. I'll use these two. Again, I've tried to avoid going too close as much as I can to the bulb. One there, because obviously of the heat. I'm going to place a bow on it. It's not needed. So that's it, guys. That's your wonderful lamp, as you can see from the back, where it just goes down the stand part, and then it's like a ball on the top going across there, but not too much, and then having to come in here because at an angle because of the bulb. I think you in America, you don't have plugs. We call them plugs. I don't know what you call them, guys. But you don't have them like us. We have them where they've got 3 on, I think, anyway. I think you just have 2, but we have them where they've got 3 on. I don't know if you can see, but that's what we have for our plugs in the UK, for the to plug into your wall. So I'm going to put the plug on. The plug in. Right, let me come back, guys. It's quite, I think it was quite bright when I checked. Let me make sure that it's okay. Are you ready? Oh, let me hold it. Let me. Oh my goodness, guys, look at that at night. Oh gosh, it is bright. Oh, if you want to get a lower wattage, you know, so your light's not as bright, then feel free. Or one where it's more of a yellowy orange colour, where it's dimmer. This is quite bright. I think this must be a 60 watt. What is it on it? Yeah, 60 watt it says there. I'd lower the wattage on it myself. But that's what it looks like. Let me come and have a look from afar. Oh! Oh my goodness, it is bright. Oh God, it's giving me. I'll place it like that for you. See if you can see that way as well. Oh, it is bright. I don't. Oh! It obviously don't like that bright light. Oh, it's giving me stars, or when you look at it and then you blink, I can see dots in my eyes. So that is, oh gosh, let me switch it off, guys. Oh, that is our project today. Oh my goodness, hang on 1 second. I've got dots, bright dots in my eyes when I blink. That is our project for today. I definitely have to change that. That is way, way, way too big. Where we have done just a lamp stand with the bulb showing, instead of having a lampshade over it. It didn't come with that. It just came like that. So that made it look quite nice to have the bulb actually showing. And we used in our floral, if I come closer, we used our blue Real Touch calla lilies, the big ones, our smaller calla lilies, our deep, deep green roses, our white carnations, our seeds, our duck egg bluey green peonies, our foliage, filler foliage, and also the same one but with white tips, our ficus with the veins on. Let's have a look. Our fern further down, our rubber textured fern, our bigger fern at the bottom here, and our big green peonies also at the top and on each side. And then the filler foliage, if I can find some, it's just in there, this bigger, more broader leaf here for the filler foliage. And I think that's basically it. So that's our little project for today. I wanted to do it, guys, so I kept looking at it thinking, oh, we've got to do something with that. So oh well, let me show you what I was fact got from my house. Again, my husband thinks we not have nothing left. So before I show you that, give this a go, guys. If you've got anything, it doesn't have to be this style of a lamp. I may have to bring that cord slightly up and attach it because it seems to be moving when the cord's down. Let me see. Let me just see. I don't trust it. There's a one way to fix it. Cable tie. That's what it's for. So I've got a black one and I'm going to bring it slightly up. Oh, I've got it wrong way round. Oh my giddy hand, I am so silly. That might help. Hopefully, with the balance. Oh, hi, hon. And just snip it off. You watch, I've probably ruined it now. Oh no, that's made it worse. That's made it worse. That's made it worse. Oh my goodness. Let's take it off. If it's going to do that, I don't want that happening. Right, let's put it back down. Gosh, what am I like? So, yeah, if you've got anything like this, again, with the bulb showing, be aware of the bulb and the heat that comes off the bulb because they can get really, really hot, guys. Really hot. Hence the reason I've just placed the peony quite, you know, deep in because I didn't want it anywhere near where it's going to burn, you know, the floral. And so I would change that as well to get it at a lower wattage, so that it's not too hot. That is 60 watts. I think that would be too hot for these florals, so I would change this. Definitely would. That's just what was on it when my husband let me have it. But if you've got anything like this, you know, and you want to do something in floral, you know, and it's a stand, bring it down the back. Or if you've got just a stand without the bulb, you know, do something like that. And basically bring it down the sides and across the top and make like a circle of flowers, or, you know, at the top, or just a really thin strip of flowers going down. That would, you know, that would be nice. I wanted to make it quite full at the top. You know me, guys, I love big. I love big, so I have to try big. I can't help myself. So that is just beautiful. Do it in other colour. Oh, it's caught. That's probably why it's pulling. It's caught. So that's I would you know, try it in any other colours. You know, you've got your, I've just done it in greens and like turquoise colours with aqua blue, and I thought they would look quite nice. Oh, you see, I'm doing it again. What day are we on? It's only middle of the week. I can't be messing up already. So anyway, I hope you all give it a go, and I hope you enjoyed that, and it's given you an idea. Again, you don't have to have a lamp stand. Oh, it's touching the heater. You don't have to have a lamp stand at all. You can just have a metal stand, a heavyweight one, to be able to carry, you know, the floral. If you had a plastic one, it wouldn't hold. You'd need something. So you know, again, I hope you enjoyed that. And before we go, I'm going to just place that there. Oh gosh, oh, it's on the cord again. Place that there. Now this is what I've got, guys. It just sits in my house, and what do people do when they walk in and they've had a piece of paper or something? No, oh, oh. And then before you know it, it's like that. So I've moved it, moved all the rubbish and pens and things like that, chewing gum, what was in it, and took everything out of it, and thought I'm going to do something with that. And what I wanted to try and do, let's see if I get one of these, if I can. I'm going to give you an idea. I did things like this when I was doing floristry with real flowers. There's the hand, as you can see. Obviously I'd use more foliage, but I'm just giving you an example. Bits of foliage, and the hand, what is it doing? Holding flowers, guys. Just holding on to the flowers. So where the stems come off at the end, let me get something else. Just spread those. So where the stems all come off the end, I'd cut them all at the same length, and you'd have the hand holding the flowers. Now, isn't that a super idea? Obviously I wouldn't use something that big because you'd need to see it, but even if I did it with that, you know, gosh, I've got everything caught. I'll put that to that side. Oh, all ideas, guys, come in my head. I just wanted to show you. Is this single stem? Oh yeah, oh. And then things like that being incorporated into it, or from the side. And it's like just doing a bouquet in your hand and then placing them on the hand. And again, have your stems coming out longer at the bottom, perhaps with a bow on them. And that is what my next project is. So tomorrow, guys, stay tuned. We're going to make an arrangement with our hand. And I always say the hand of joy. And that is what it's going to be. So stay tuned, guys, for that. So we're going to have a great time doing that small project as well, because it's not a big project. Again, I know that I like to do my tutorials quite long, but I'm also wanting to do smaller tutorials for people who haven't got the length of time to do big ones. So I'm also trying to do, again, you know, just a mixture of long and shorter tutorials for you. I want to fulfill everybody's wishes, not just you know, the people who like big. There's more people out there who like small as well, and I have to take that into consideration. So look forward to this, my hands of joy. Or I could think of another name for it, the creative hands, the hands of work and creativity. And it's solid wood. We got this when me and my husband, we've had it years, guys. It makes me feel old when I say this. When we got married in Kenya, and my husband likes all masks, wooden masks and things like that, and we went, you know, to see the Masai Maras and things like that. And my husband brought a lot. He sold actually all his clothes to fill his suitcase up with things like this and wooden masks, the original ones, not, you know, what people assume they make. It's actually from the actual Masai Mara village, and he bought them off there. So this is one of them, and I'm going to make something with it. So again, stay tuned for that, guys. And again, this is our project for today. I will do a close-up. I've just dropped everything on the floor. I will do another close-up, guys, and I just want to say before I go, have a wonderful day. Again, give it a go if you've got anything like this. Take care, and if it's snowing where you are, guys, in America, in the UK, in Scotland, where, you know, Merseyside, wherever, you know, Ireland, please wrap up warm, because it's frosty here. We've got no snow, but it is frosty here, and it is -3. And I know in America you may have it -20s and things, but we're not used to that sort of temperature. So -3 to us is perishing. So all the best, guys, and again, wrap up warm, stay safe, and if you've got no reason to go out, guys, please don't go out. I'd rather you be safe in your homes than going out and, you know, perhaps falling in the snow and having an accident and going to A&E. So again, and if you know, just be careful, please. I pray, please, for you, all of you. You're all in my mind. Please be careful. So I hope you enjoyed this small little project, guys. Please subscribe and share, and give us a comment if you know what you think about it, if you know, if you like, and see what you may have put different, or what you thought could have been added to it, or if you'd put a bow or anything like that, you know, or anything really, or send us some pictures of what you've done, something along these lines. I'd be honoured to see them. So have a wonderful day, guys, and again, please subscribe, share and like to your friends and family, and have a glorious time. All the best, and take care, everybody. Bye bye. Oh, close-up time. Well, let me see if I can get it off, guys. Slowly. I've figured out how to do it. Instead of rushing it, do it really slow. Oh, I've got my cable all caught around. Bear with me, guys. It's all caught around my video stand. There we go. So again, there's your lovely peonies, your calla lilies. Oh, and there's your big calla lily. Doesn't that look pretty with the tone of it, with a darker blue or green, whatever, on the outside, and it's going lighter on the inside. And there's my new wonderful ficus with the veins. And down here the calla lilies, again the little ones, and my fern, and my seeds in there, and the beautiful, beautiful baby green roses, emerald green. They're wonderful. And then my lovely little mini carnations. And there's the filler. So by having bigger leaves, guys, it covers up a lot, instead of having to put little tiny ones in all the time and using lots more. It saves a lot on your pennies. And then if I can get down here, and that is down the back with the big green peony coming all the way down, with the calla lily there, the green peony in there, the green rose, the white carnation, and then the green aquacolor turquoise, whatever it is, big calla lily as well down the back. So again, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Let me put the light on. Oh, it's so bright. Oh my goodness. But can you imagine if it was in a corner of a room, guys? Obviously not as bright. Just showing through your florals. Sat in the corner showing them off. That would look lovely. So, all the best, guys, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.